Auckland is New Zealand's international gateway. From there I make my way to Nelson, located at the top of the South Island. The flights run regularly, and it takes only an hour. The best way to see any part of New Zealand is to rent a car. I make my way into the center of Nelson. This place clearly loves its coffee and fine art. You can tell by the numerous galleries and street cafes. It's a friendly, laid-back shopping experience, and with the US dollar worth twice that of the New Zealand dollar, there are some real bargains to be found. Nelson has a wonderful climate that boasts the highest sunshine hours in the entire country. The locals tell me it's a haven for artists due to the unique lighting conditions. What I really like about the city is that it's really green, with loads of parks, fountains, and ponds, and it's got a bit of an English feel. Christchurch Cathedral. It's one of the most distinguishing landmarks in Nelson. From the Church Hill, the cathedral overlooks the city. Church Hill was originally Maori Pa, or fort, before the Europeans settled here. This is Nelson Cathedral, and it's kind of the focal point of Nelson itself. Construction started in 1925. It took them actually 47 years to build, not because they didn't have materials or anything, but the community couldn't decide whether to go with the Art Deco design or the original design itself. So I'm going to go check it out. The cathedral is built of Takaka marble, and with its artistic stained glass and many arches, you get a feel of the European influence that resonates throughout the city.
Mom would be so happy that I went back to church. Tonight we're going to the Boat Shed, Nelson's finest seafood restaurant.
The Boat Shed is, well, a converted boat shed with live fish tanks. The food is incredibly fresh. I got a chance to sit down with head chef Aaron McCorkindale and talk about living in Nelson.
Aaron, why Nelson? I mean, you could be a chef anywhere in New Zealand. Why do you think you chose Nelson?
More of a love for the outdoors. Really into the fishing and diving, and enjoy cooking good seafood. So, you know, where else we've got, you know, the spot here at the restaurant. We're out on the water. So I can keep an eye on what the water's doing. You know. And
the seafood's pretty fresh right here.
Pretty fresh, yeah. You can't do much better. We've got New Zealand's largest seafood port here, with Tallies and Sealord both here, so we do pretty well. The Nelson scallops, obviously, and the Marlborough Sounds and that, they produce some good scallops and snappers.
Just outside Nelson, you'll find this incredible beach, which only appears actually in low tide. You know, high tide, the water's all the way up here, but low tide, this beach stretches for miles. It's pretty cool.
Next, my journey takes me west to one of New Zealand's many national parks. So it's about 7 a.m. We're heading to Abel Tasman National Park. Although we're in the middle of National Park, it kind of doesn't really feel that way because we're actually kayaking through it, which is an experience I've never done. But in the middle of the National Park, there's also these sandy white beaches, which is amazing. They're just everywhere. The best way to do this experience, in my opinion, is to sea kayak along the coast into the national park and then hike out. This is easy to arrange with one of the many kayak operators. The Abel Tasman Coastal Track is one of the New Zealand's greatest walks. You can tailor it for as little as half a day or to the full 5 days. You know what's amazing? Just this morning we were kayaking on the ocean, and now we're in the middle of this, a great lush green rainforest. This is why you come to New Zealand. There's no other place like this.
So this morning we wake up to this beautiful day. So we're gonna head out to French Pass, which is about an hour and a half outside of Nelson. But on the way, we're gonna do some adventure stuff and have some fun.
Hidden Valley Adventures is a 12-minute drive east of Nelson through rolling farmland. Everyone knows New Zealand is the adventure capital of the world, and Nelson's no exception. So we're going to do some what's called a skywire, and we're also doing some ATVing. It's going to be great. I'm heading off on one of these four-wheel drive ATVs for a guided tour. ATVs are the only way to discover some of the amazing rugged hill country, and it's an awesome way of getting around. At the pinnacle of our ride, I get a chance to try the world's only skywire flying fox. It's over 2 miles long and suspends you high over the lush native rainforest, reaching a top speed of over 60 miles an hour. But the real highlight of the ride is the stunning views and the surrounding valleys and bays.
So we're on our way to one of French Pass. So that's where we're going.
The final part of my journey takes me to French Pass in the Marlborough Sound. Now I'm told that